Okay, so we are on full puppy power. We got both litters in here. So we've got some of the young ones that are starting to fall asleep. And so they're starting to huddle and find a nap place. Oh, we got a potty break. I need to clean that up. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna park the camera here and let it roll while I do cleanup time. So we've got both of the litters out, and I'll rarely miss a chance to let the puppies socialize. So even though we haven't started the selection process with Maple's, with Willow's pups, they have just hit that threshold of old enough to interact with new faces and smells. You know, people smell different, things like that. So we want them, I want them to have the chance to meet new people today. And so I'm excited to have all of them out to meet some strangers and see how they interact with them and everything about that. So as you can see, we've got big colors. We got teal dot, green dot, dark pink dot, light blue dot, black dot. These guys, they acclimated right away. So they had basically zero hesitations about today's adventure because they were just here yesterday. Not yesterday. They were just here on Wednesday, and so 2 days ago. So this new experience is totally different for them, and that's why they do a lot of puppy temperament testing on a one case basis, on a first time basis, to see how they react. You know, my opinion is I don't have enough experience to say how does that give a big picture of a puppy. You know, if you did temperament testing 4 days in a row at 4 different times of the day, in the same environment and same conditions, would a puppy do differently significantly on their next round? So we've got a plane flying overhead. Can you hear that? That's getting some of the pups' attention. Look at Black. He went straight to the sound. Black dot went straight to the sound. Light pink dot went straight to the sound. Purple dot. So the older pups, yellow, so Willow's yellow, went straight to the sound. So the sound came from that side of the room. Some of the pups approached it, and others one of them squealed when I moved. I think they had their tooth in the hook of my shoe when I picked my foot up and snagged their face. So some of the pups approached the sound. Some of them somewhat retreated from the sound, so not a big deal there. Some of these pups, so Willow's pups, they're starting to slow down. You can see they're feeling the temperature slightly. They're wanting to huddle. I may pull them out to the middle of the room here and start one of these. I think I will start it. Look at Mr. Red, all by himself, trying to get a nap, and he's cooled off. So I'm just gonna start one of our patio heaters and get that going here. It's kind of noisy. They're usually not that noisy, but we got several patio heaters in here. We like to use this when it's not that warm. I'm gonna turn this back off again and try that again. It really seemed like it was loud. There we go. Now it's not feeling so loud. We like to use this patio year-round, so we've got several patio heaters in it. It does really good. We can be up here in the middle of the winter and having a cookout and enjoying ourselves. So the puppies love it too. Mr. Red's gonna feel that heat immediately. I left this patio heater with one section on it, so it's actually at head height, which is probably not the safest thing for humans. These others are about 7 feet tall. The pavilion has 10-foot walls, so our ceiling is like 16 feet up. So this one is specifically just for if we have our dogs up here or want to bring pups up. And then these others, they heat up as well, but they're not as close to the ground. So these guys will feel that right here at the ground level really well. So I'm going to start collecting some pups and bringing them over to Mr. Red. So you can watch me do that here. Set the camera down. Start bringing them over. Look at Red. He's feeling that heat already. He likes it. Okay, who's over here that's huddling over here and feeling a little cold? These are pretty much all of Willow's pups. They've had their playtime. They used up their gas tank of energy. It's not a big energy tank at this age. Their calories go to growth for the most part. These guys are just, there's 2 more after these 2. So there were 6 of them over there just snuggling away, trying to stay warm. They will like it here 10 times better below that patio heater. Come on. Oh, you got the 2 pinks. Dark pink, light pink. Right under the table. Tight squeeze for me to sneak under there. Pick up 2 puppies at a time without tipping over myself and losing balance. But we got it done. So those guys are happily huddling under the heat. They're loving that. Who else might be snuggling off by themselves? I'll walk around here really fast and make sure nobody has cuddled away in a corner and feeling a little cold on their own. So, the sunshine's really coming out now. The pups will love that sunshine too. It's gonna start warming up fast if that sun comes out. It's about 9 o'clock here in the morning. So these guys are doing well. So Willow's pups, I almost didn't bring them up today. I was really teetering on if I should bring them up today. You don't want to start puppies too soon in something that they're not prepared for. So I didn't want to do it too soon, but they, just in the last day and a half, they started manifesting some ready signals with how they interact in their puppy room and experience new sounds and sights and things like that I thought they could be ready. So I've kind of been keeping my eye on them to see how they were doing, and if I could let them have this socialization experience with this family coming to select. And last night was the night that I was like, yep, I think they can do this and not be too soon. You know, if it's too soon, I just don't think it's going to necessarily hurt them. It's definitely not going to help them, but I don't think it's a benefit to them. And so I don't want to do something that I don't think is a benefit to them. I suppose it might perhaps stunt their emotional resilience with if they started that too soon. So I don't know that that's the case, but I didn't want to just haphazardly experiment with them on that. So they got to come up today because I felt like they were ready. Oh, I stepped on a pup. I had a toe. I think it was Mr. Gray over here. Little Gray. We got both grays right by each other. This is a good example of the difference of a few days in size. We got Big Gray and Little Gray. So Maple's gray and Willow's gray. These pups are growing fast, and every day sees new changes. So yeah. Willow's purple, dark pink, light pink. This is a good chance to look at light pink and dark pink together. So we're gonna put them side by side just so you can see difference in overall size. Little Pink's doing well there. So Maple's pups, they've really acclimated. This is full puppy power. We've got wrestling matches galore going on. We got 2 over here, 2 here, 2 over here. They have warmed up to start playing with toys. So if a puppy's feeling somewhat, I don't know if the right word is stressed, but if they're not comfortable in a space, they don't want to treat, they don't want to eat, they don't want to play toys, they just want to get comfortable. They need some confidence before some of those things feel safe to them. So we know pups are feeling comfortable when they're ready to play with toys. So these guys have opened up to playing with toys. Their wrestling matches have resumed. We got Little Red and Big Red having a match. So we'll see how this goes. Little Red doesn't have a chance as far as size-wise goes. But they're just, that's a typical wrestling match right there. So they all take turns doing that. One of them eventually submits. They take turns submitting. They take turns dominating the match, just depending on how they're feeling, really, how confident at the moment they're feeling and everything. I think Little Yellow is looking to take a nap. She's just kind of hanging out here over on the side and not really playing too much. She might need Green Dot, Maple's green, just plowed through the whole crowd of pups taking a nap. So they have no personal bubbles. There's no safe space for puppies. So yep, Yellow's looking for a nap time. She just hasn't decided where she wants to do that. That was Willow's Yellow. Got Maple's Yellow Dot over here, taking a little scratch break. Red Dot, Maple's red, Maple's black, Maple's teal. They're having a wrestling match at the moment. We got another plane coming, same direction. Some of the pups, yep. Some of the pups are going towards the sound. Wondering what that is over there. They're coming from kind of northeast directions. That one's fast, low plane. It's not a high commercial one, kind of loud. So, looks like the family has arrived. They're just pulling up here, so I will pause this event and count it as a blessing. We've had all these pups together for this time and get to share this experience on another video with the families.